In my past life, Liu Ruyan, the village beauty, risked her life to save me, and I used that to force her into marrying me. She was still recovering postpartum when I forced her into the freezing river to catch fish. She refused, so I beat her, and she still didn't leave me. All she ever wanted was to build a good life together. When our daughter was just 6 months old, I'd racked up a mountain of gambling debt, and I actually tried to sell our daughter to pay it off. That broke her completely. She grabbed our daughter and jumped into the reservoir. She was gone before I ever woke up. I spent every last dollar trying to make it right. Women throwing themselves at me, I turned every single one away. I dumped millions into building a time machine, all just to get her back. On my deathbed, I had a dream. I went back. When I opened my eyes, I was 30 years in the past. There she was, curled up in the corner, shaking. I couldn't believe it. I rubbed my eyes raw. I shouted, "Babe, is that really you?" I jumped up and ran toward her. She freaked out instantly. She screamed, "Get away! Don't touch me!" I backed off fast. Then it hit me, the money she'd borrowed. She was trying to buy baby food, and I blocked her. I snatched the cash and blew it on booze, then came home drunk and made her life hell. Thinking about it, I called myself every name in the book. I slapped myself a good dozen times hard. Blood ran down from the corner of my mouth. She watched me, tears streaking her face. She let out a cold laugh. Ha! She'd lost count of how many times I'd done this. Every time I sobered up, I'd get on my knees, bawling, swearing I'd change. Slapping myself around, nothing new either. She put up with every bit of abuse I threw at her. Our daughter was screaming from hunger, and I still couldn't believe she was right in front of me. The crying snapped me out of it. I got moving. I grabbed clothes off the floor and threw them on. I tried to calm her down as she cried. I said, "Hold on, I'll get the baby something to eat." I sprinted to the little shop at the edge of the village, living life over again. Younger body, not even winded. Old man Huang saw me and grinned. "Old Huang, here for booze again?" In my last life, I was worth hundreds of millions. I could have bought a whole baby formula factory, but right now I didn't have a single dime. I had to ask for credit, face burning with shame. I said, "Can I get some baby food on credit? I'll pay you back tomorrow." He heard "on credit" again and his eyes went wide. He sighed. What a shame. Liu Ruyan was an educated girl and sent down from the city. Smart, well-educated, and drop-dead gorgeous. And she somehow ended up married to a guy like me, suffering for it. Without another word, he handed me a packet of baby food. I thanked him and rushed back home. I could hear the baby crying before I even got inside. I hurried in. I said, "I got the baby food." She looked up and saw I actually had it. She pulled our daughter closer, face full of fear. She cried, "Don't you dare sell our daughter." She cried, "I'll take us both down with me." Her voice was raw with desperation.
I froze. Right, that actually happened.
In my past life, I tried to sell my own daughter for drinking money. My heart broke just thinking about it. I was a monster. I deserved to die. I set the baby food down on the little bed. I said, "I was a piece of garbage before. I wasn't human." I said, "I'm not selling our daughter, never." I said, "Tomorrow I'm going into town to find work." She just stared, confused but mostly disgusted. She'd heard it all before, too many times. I turned and walked out of the yard. In my past life, she jumped into that reservoir at the end of the month, holding our daughter. She'd tied stones to herself. The thought made my blood run cold. It wasn't too late. I could still save her. I had to make money fast, treat them right, give her a reason to keep going. But right now, the house was completely empty. I needed to get real food to build them back up. I looked toward the hills behind the village and took off. There were wild pheasants all over those hills. Last life, I was too lazy to bother, not this time. Pheasant broth would do wonders for them. And I could sell some at the market, too. Got there quick. I rigged a slingshot out of an elastic band. I'd played around with slingshots in my last life, too. Taking aim at the doves. Rusty at first, but I'd get it back.